What it do, homies? We are back with some more undead humor. This time we about to start roasting the torch, bro. He's just going through everybody. And I know he had a channel for a minute. I'm just now stumbling upon it, like maybe a month ago and everything. But I'm loving these takes. Anyways, Human Torch's powers are stupid. Lay it on me.
Team, are any of you injured?
Just a little shaken, Reed. What on earth was that up there?
Not Earth at all. A cosmic ray burst him. I'm not sure how he survived. Are missions with you always this dangerous? Because if they are, I want life insurance.
If that's what you call a routine flight, I'm handing in my pilot's license.
Sweet mother of science! Check out Mount Rushmore's ugly cousin.
Watch your mouth, kid. Lincoln was a very attractive man.
Ben, you're made of rocks.
Well, I got this new workout routine. Get up at 5 a.m., make myself puke, do 1,000 sit-ups. Now, I'm not saying I'm depressed, but...
No, Ben, you're literally made of rocks.
No one will ever love me.
Sure they will, if they were blind.
That could work.
What happened to him?
Who said that?
Me!
Show yourself, you coward!
Reed, I'm right here.
Face me, damn you! Face me!
Dude, are you deaf? It's Sue.
I feel so invisible.
Shut up, Sue.
Well, it looks like those cosmic rays conveniently gave us superpowers. Honestly, it seems like Ben pulled the
Very
short
convenient.
straw.
I can't feel my penis.
Thanks for sharing, Ben.
Let's see what you can do, Johnny. Must be something cool.
I mean, yo, real talk. You get the thing's powers or you remain normal, right? You remaining normal? You know, I don't really know. You know, generally, when I've been watching videos like this, like between him and then, what's the other creator? Solid JJ, right? Y'all making me think about things I would have never thought of when it comes to these powers. You know what I mean? So I'll probably turn it into the thing. But then you might turn around and say he actually got all these powers and this power and this power. And I'm like, dang, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me take it back. So those of you in the know, you get two options. Stay human or turn into the thing. You turn into the thing? I need to know.
Be something cool. Please be something cool. Okay. So not cool. Actually, the opposite of cool. But still awesome. Shut it down, Johnny. You're killing yourself. Honestly, I feel fine.
Shut it down.
Relax, Reed.
Who said that? Guys, I think I just shit a brick. Like a literal brick.
So, what should we call ourselves? Cosmic Crusaders? Stellar Squad? Johnny Storm's Fantastic Friends? Johnny, you're off the team. What? Your powers make no sense. You're off the team. And yours do? All you do is stretch. Not as much as you stretch the laws of physics.
Nice one, Reed.
Literal, figurative, and metaphorical burn. I'm so happy I married you.
You're all just jealous that I got the best power. Actually, your power's the worst, and it's not even close. Here's why. Your flaming body is emitting an extreme amount of heat. Here we go. But how much heat? Well, that's what the Stefan Boltzmann law tells us. The heat emitted by a hot object is equal to its emissivity times Boltzmann's constant, times temperature to the power of 4 minus ambient temperature to the power of 4. That power of 4 matters a lot. If you triple an object's temperature, the emitted heat doesn't simply increase by a factor of 3. It increases by a factor of 3 to the power of 4. It radiates 81 times as much heat. Yeah, and so what? Hot things emit heat. Big surprise. What you gonna tell me next? Cold things emit cold?
Actually, cold isn't a physical thing. It's simply the absence of heat.
Even I knew that. And I got literal rocks for brains.
I love how you're embracing your new look, Ben.
Yeah, it was kind of alarming at first, but it's really grown on me. I'm like a superhero now. I wonder what they'll call me.
What is that thing?
It's some sort of hideous, disgusting, freakish thing. A
Wait, hold on.
monstrous
Where did-
thing. The thing.
Wait, that's just a placeholder name, right?
Johnny, the amount of heat pouring out of your body should be lethal. You should be boiling your own skin. Let's assume your temperature is 2000 Kelvin, which is reasonable for an orange-yellow flame like yours. Fire has an emissivity of around 1. It's basically a perfect heat emitter. Then, with an ambient temperature of 300 Kelvin, the amount of heat you're emitting is 9.1 times 10 to the 5 watts per square meter. That's 900 kilowatts. Wood ignites at between 20 and 50. You should be burning yourself alive. First of all, 2000 Kelvin is nothing. I'm pretty sure I can crank this all the way up to the surface of the sun temperature. Hell, I think I could even shoot into the millions of Kelvin if I really tried. You're joking, right? That's a joke, right?
Nah, it's Ken.
Them comic book writers be goofy.
Sure, let's stick to 2000 Kelvin for now. Well, guess what? It's no big deal. My flames clearly flicker outward, so my skin never has time to heat up. Pretty genius, right?
Reed, use the latent heat of vaporization.
Who said that? Who said that? Dude, she wasn't even invisible that time.
I'm not your dude.
That's gendered language, Ben.
Gendered language? I don't even got a penis no more. It's gone, Sue. My penis is gone.
Much
gonna
like
tell
Johnny's skin. Let's consider Johnny's scrawny, pathetic chest. His skin's 1 millimeter thick and 1 square meter in area. Its volume is the product of thickness and area, 1 times 10 to the minus 3 cubic meters. Its mass is 1 kilogram, and around 70% of that mass is water. Come on, guys, I'm basically as buff as Captain America.
Yeah, maybe before he took the super soldier juice.
Shit,
Bird
Ben, you
chest
figured that
jokes.
one yourself, or did the gravel between your ears whisper it to you?
I just feel so insecure.
Let's work out how long it takes your skin to boil off. The energy required to heat water from body temperature to its boiling point is equal to its mass times specific heat capacity times temperature change. Using water-specific heat capacity, we work out that it takes 1.84 times 10 to the 5 joules to increase your chest layer's temperature to its boiling point. But that's just the energy to raise the temperature. We need energy to transform the skin to its gaseous state. This energy is called the latent heat of vaporization. If we use water's latent heat of vaporization, then it takes 1.58 million joules. So the total energy to boil this layer of your chest is 1.77 million joules. And using your heat output from earlier, we calculate that this whole process takes just 1.9 seconds. I should be boiling my skin off in under 2 seconds? Oh yes, and that's a conservative estimate. We use your near surface of the sun temperatures that is basically instant. Here's a picture to illustrate the horrible writhing agony you should constantly be experiencing. My eyes, they burn! See, told you. Not because of my flames, because your picture sucks.
We do be lacking a bit of artistic talent.
I had a question. So, it'd be very interesting if UndeadHumor made another channel where he was saying, like, since you have a really, really good handle on physics as to why it would work, right? Because we're understanding why it cannot work and why it's breaking the laws of physics. But if it had to make sense, what would that look like? You know what I mean? Like one of them channels where he's like, all right, let me tell you how this works. It works because what my skin should be doing, but this is what it does. Definitely really going into that science fiction instead of, because right now current comics is just like, it's like that just cuz, right? And then Undead, you have a channel that's saying, well, actually it can't be that way because of this. So what if you just were like, all right, it can be that way because of this, right? That will be fascinating, right? Just coming up with it. At that point, you kind of just make a whole bunch of crap or whatever you want to make. Yeah, but I feel like I would trust it more since you have a vast knowledge of physics, right? So that's, just an idea.
I don't mean to brag, but I studied drama in college.
You're right, that isn't much of a
already do
brag. You think you're so smart, don't you? I
If
don't
you
think
can
I'm
watch
smart.
these
Sue, Ben, do you think I'm
reactions.
smart?
You got an ego the size of my left ass cheek, and
I
that's tectonic.
Reed, dear, you are a bit of insufferable
Tectonic.
narcissist.
Well, that's merely anecdotal evidence, so it's statistically meaningless.
You're a jerk.
No, sir, you're the jerk, because you're melting us alive. Irradiance is the power of radiation received at a surface. You're radiating heat in all directions, so we can approximate it as a sphere, giving us I equals P over 4 pi r squared. We can estimate your area to be 2 square meters. So if we use your heat output from earlier, then we calculate your total radiated power to be 1.8 million watts, which means that if someone is standing 2 meters away from you, you're hitting them with 36 kilowatts per square meter. Human skin feels pain at between 1 and 2 kilowatts. Third-degree burns occur at 10. You should be melting our flesh, Johnny. Okay, but clearly I'm not. Which is exactly what I'm saying. Your powers make no sense.
How long would it take him to melt rock? Asking for a friend.
Ben,
Speed
who
force.
would want to know that?
Sandman. He's just made from tiny rocks, right? Oh my god. Do I have to be friends with Sandman now?
I'm a hero now, all right? I'm gonna save the day. And what are you gonna do? Save someone from a burning building? I'll help you, little girl. Just run safely into my smoldering arms. No, I'll just take their wrist and fly away. You're gonna take their wrist with your flaming, burning hand? You think they're gonna want you to do that? Their body will be full of adrenaline. They'll hardly feel it at all. Johnny, you are literally on fire. Your powers are literally setting yourself on fire. You're not suitable for heroing.
Flame
There's
on.
no career
Right.
path that will have you.
Technically that's not true. He'd be a pro marshmallow roaster.
Your mom was roasting my marshmallows last night.
You keep
Burn. Oh, literally. Oh, has he been roasting this entire time? He should be roasting this entire time. Hey, that he shouldn't be rescuing people, right? He's pure DPS, right? Damage per second. That's what kind of role he is.
my mother's name out your goddamn mouth.
Oh, yeah? What are you gonna do?
My mother was a good woman.
I'm a human fireball, bitch.
A curse upon your family. Curse, I say.
Thanks, Ben.
Apart from the whole melting flesh
Curse
thing,
on
I'm
you,
surprised
cow.
you can still breathe. A biochemical combustion requires around 2.2 moles of oxygen per megajoule of energy. We already worked out that you radiate with a power of 1.8 megajoules per second, so your oxygen consumption rate is 3.96 moles per second. At standard temperature and pressure, a mole of gas has a volume of roughly 22.4 liters, which means that at a temperature of 2000 Kelvin, you're burning through 90 liters of oxygen every second. If you heat up to 6000 Kelvin, you
around
burn
them.
through 81 times that. 7,300 liters of oxygen per second. Humans at rest only consume 4,000ths of a liter each second, so you need as much oxygen as 1.8 million people. Hey, why are you bringing up oxygen all of a sudden? Because fire needs oxygen. What are you talking about? I'm pure energy. Fire and energy are different. Heat is energy. It's a byproduct of fire. Fire is a chemical reaction. It requires oxygen, so you need lots of oxygen. Are you a goddamn caveman?
If he needs that much oxygen, then aren't we all going to die?
Nah, I'm fine. I made of rocks now. At least
Do
my
he even
skin
breathe?
is. I probably still got normal lungs though, right? But I'm real strong, so my muscles are different, yeah? So do they need more oxygen now or less?
Ben, this is Johnny's episode, not yours.
Sorry.
Don't sweat it, guys. I'm not slowly suffocating you. First of all, never make a heat-based pun around me again, or I'll stretch my fist down your goddamn throat and measure the thermal conductivity of your prostate.
That's hot.
And second, you are suffocating us, but it's not slow. The time it takes for you to cause suffocation is equal to the fatal change in oxygen volume divided by your oxygen consumption rate. At 6,000 Kelvin, you burn through 7,300 liters of oxygen per second. 21% of the air is oxygen. All it takes is a 4% drop for someone to start suffocating. So how long until you burn through 4% of the air's oxygen? Well, in a subway car, there's around 5.
Man, sometimes I wish I didn't know some of this information that you telling me. Now, I know it's straight facts, but dang, bro. When you really think about it, I mean, obviously we're comparing it to like his superpower and what's the odds of, something like this happening, you know what I mean, to drowning and whatnot. But man, I feel like having knowledge of physics and having a good enough knowledge to explain it in superhero terms, bring things to reality like this is both a cursing and a blessing and a curse, right? You know more about the world. You know more about the world. You know what I mean? How y'all physicists just going about y'all day, bro, knowing all this energy, man, knowing all this. Oh man!
For someone to start suffocating. So how long until you burn through 4% of the air's oxygen?
Ignorance is bliss, I guess.
Around 5,600 liters of air.
So
it takes 0.77 seconds. In an office, there's 12,000 liters, so that takes 1.64 seconds. And in a supermarket, there's 240,000 liters, but even that only takes you 33 seconds.
Shout out to the voice actors.
To humanity, Johnny. And I'll just turn my heat off when I'm indoors. No big deal. You don't have that luxury. What if Dr. Doom attacks us inside Walmart? What are you gonna do then, Johnny? You're gonna have to activate your powers, your dangerous, catastrophic powers.
Dr. Doom, does he mean Victor Von Doom?
With a name like that, it's no wonder he turned out to be a villain.
Yeah, it's a little on the nose, ain't it?
You don't have a nose.
God, you're right. Where's my nose, Reed? Where'd you put my nose?
Why are you shouting at me?
I need to shout at
That's
someone.
pretty.
Oh, wait. Do you have a nose? Is it that thing on your face?
Thing. What'd you call me? Where'd you go? Get back here. Goddamn gems for eyes can't see shit out of here.
Well, the four of us are just fantastic, aren't we? Herbie, file that. Trademark it. Credit me as originator under Mr. Fantastic.
Yes, master.
What was that? Nothing. Anyway, I assumed you're producing biochemical reactions earlier, but that doesn't make sense either. Let's say you're burning glucose. The chemical equation for its combustion looks like this.
He's doing chemistry.
Nah, look at all the words on that side. It's definitely biology.
Wait, I thought this was physics.
It's all the same shit.
Each mole of glucose requires 6 moles of oxygen. The combustion releases 2.8 megajoules. So if this is where we're getting our heat from, then 1 megajoule of heat needs 6 divided by 2.8 moles of oxygen. Wait, I'm confused.
Just think about it.
We need 6 moles of oxygen to get 2.8 megajoules. So to get 1 megajoule, how many moles of oxygen do we need? 6 divided by 2.8. I don't know, man. That 2.8's messing with my head.
The point is that 1 megajoule of energy requires around 50 liters of oxygen. Your power output at 2000 Kelvin is 1.8 megajoules per second. So at that temperature, you're consuming 90 liters of oxygen each second.
Why do we calculate that? It doesn't look like we use it anywhere.
We didn't have to. I just wanted to do it.
Okay.
The number agrees with one on an earlier side. It's goddamn beautiful, okay?
I acknowledge your feelings.
I wanted to get to the fact. Human fat is around 38 megajoules per kilogram. How much fat needs to be burned to produce 1.8 megajoules per second? 0.047 kilograms. That's nearly 3 kilograms every minute. You're not burning 3 kilograms of fat every minute, Johnny, you little rascal.
I don't burn fat, you big goofy noodle head. I'm powered by the sun.
At high noon, the sun gives off what, like 1,000 watts per square meter? Your area is 2 square meters. So you're only absorbing 2 kilowatts from the sun. You need 900 times that.
I'm gonna need some goddamn Tylenol dealing with this headache you're giving me.
Dude, you really shouldn't be taking that.
Why not?
I know this guy. Well, I don't really know him, but I know of him. Actually saw him at a Christmas movie once.
Okay, you're boring me now.
Your powers make no sense, Johnny. How do you control the flames?
My powers are controlling flames.
This came out. What did this come out? 2 years ago. I thought he was going somewhere else with that whole Tylenol thing, right? With the news and stuff. Okay.
Now.
Your powers make no sense, Johnny. How do you control the flames?
My powers are controlling flames.
Your powers are producing flames. Real flames are turbulent, chaotic. Hot gas rises, swirls. You don't get neat edges. You sure as hell aren't going to be sculpting fire lassos from it.
You couldn't even draw a fire lasso.
How do you fly? Up and away. Time to accelerate upwards and push mass downward. Hey, wait, hitting third wall. What can't possibly be addicting mass fast enough to lift a human? Radical, man.
I don't talk like that, man.
Hey, you ever see those things? Those hot air balloons? Notice how they kinda don't go very fast? Yeah, a hot updraft makes things rise slowly. It doesn't shoot a person upward or hover motionless.
You can't even fly. I can fly.
How do you steer? You got a big old flaming steering wheel? Because you don't have wings or a tail, so you're not an aircraft.
I'm a human missile.
Why am I not blind, Johnny?
What?
You should be outshining the sun. Where's the ultraviolet and infrared? Are you giving us cancer? Did you give my wife cancer?
After that space mission, chances are pretty high we all have cancer.
Rocks don't get cancer.
Excellent point, Ben.
I'm something of a scientist myself. Why aren't you naked?
Huh?
Your clothes should vaporize. You
Goblin.
should be naked.
You want to see my little Johnson, you sick bastard?
Where's the energy, Johnny? Where's the energy? Where's it coming from, Johnny? Johnny boy, Johnny. I'm gonna say it, Johnny.
You keep repeating my...
Thermodynamics. You gone and done it now, J-Dog. Human idiot. You gone broke the laws of thermodynamics. Whoopsie.
What laws? I didn't break any.
1. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, Johnny.
Your brain is what's destroyed.
2. Entropy always increases, Johnny.
I don't know what that means.
3. Absolute zero is unreachable, Johnny.
Okay, you've clearly just...
Thermodynamics.
Yes, I heard.
Thermodynamics. Thermodynamics.
Would you shut...
Ooh, look at me. I'm Mr. Fantastic. This is a superpower.
I'll be annoyed, bro.
Screw this! Flame on!
Flame on? What does that mean? Does he need to say that to activate his powers or something?
Rock off!
Ben, what are you doing?
Oh, well, I was just thinking, and never mind. Well, all things
Good try.
considered, that went rather well. So, would you like me to explain your powers now?
No.
No!
Carmack Brennan and yo, shout out to the whole Johnny thing. That's hilarious. Okay, you know, the more I consume this stuff, Undead, the more I'm gonna start thinking about this. I might mess around and start speaking scientifically. You know what I mean? Now I can't even look at the Human Torch without thinking that he should be burning us alive, right? That he should be melting our flesh and causing our eyes to explode. It's fun to get lost, you know, in the mystery, get lost in the fantasy and everything. But like I said, physicians like UndeadHumor be looking at it and be like, it's cool, but there's just no way that it works. Anyways, Dave's out.